to see all of you here. Thanks for coming out on a Monday night for this talk. And I want to make a special shout out because there are only 2 Ingrid Stabbs in the world, myself, and there's another, my cousin Ingrid Stabb is here too, and brought a bunch of friends. Thank you for bringing all your buddies tonight. I'm excited you guys are here. So you got a little background on me. I co-authored this book with a hero of mine. Her name is Elizabeth Wagley. Do we have any Wagley fans in the audience by chance? Elizabeth Wagley is an expert in personality types, and she's written a number of books on a particular personality typing system, which I'll be talking about tonight. And her books are translated to 19 different languages. She's got followers everywhere. So I was so fortunate to get to write this book with her. You guys got my background. I'm basically a marketer and a business person and a Yale MBA, but I also have spent years studying this personality typing system and learning to type people, hours and hours of interviewing folks on videotape and figuring out by different cues in terms of the language they use or their body language and so forth, figuring out their types. So later on after this talk, if you want me to try to help you figure out your type, we can play around with that a little bit. If we have time, they don't, send us out of the bookstore too early. What I'd like to do today, the subject matter is, we really could do a whole 2-day workshop on this subject matter because it's pretty exciting, and the deeper you go into it, the more you discover about yourself and the more inspiration you might get for your career and changes you might make in your career as you discover this material. I'm going to try to just do a mini workshop tonight and give you a taste of some of that. But before we do, let me get a sense of the folks in the room, because you guys are probably along a spectrum, or some of you are just here for fun, find out what this book is about, or maybe learn about personalities. Other of you are seriously on a job hunt now, and you are out there doing your resume, interviewing, and then others of you are kind of in the middle where maybe you're not completely satisfied with your career right now and you're thinking about making some changes. So how many of the folks in the room are just here just for fun and to learn about personality types of the book? Okay, maybe half the group. How many of you are on a serious job hunt and need advice now for your interviews and resumes? About 3 people. And anybody who's here who's kind of is thinking, asking some questions about their career and what they want to do? Okay, great. So maybe a third of the room. Okay, that helps me. So good. So we won't spend the whole time just talking about resumes and interviews, but a little bit though, because I want to make sure I meet some of your needs. Or some of you who are in serious job hunting mode, we can also talk a little bit after the talk tonight. What I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about the origin of this book, the concepts behind it, and we're going to do a quiz, so you'll do a little personality